Okay, area of a circle. So remember last one's circumference, which is the perimeter, how far around the outside, like a fence. Area is how much is inside, like how much you have to color. So let's take a snip of this. So it says find the area of a circle with a circumference of 6.28. So we actually need two formulas here. The circumference one, which we just talked about, is 2 pi r. And then area is equal to pi r squared. These two formulas are actually very similar. If you look at the circumference, basically what's happening is this 2 becomes a exponent for the area. So first thing we want to do is we got to find the radius. Once we find the radius, then we can use the area formula to find the area. So radius is our first thing, then the radius will come down into here, and then we'll solve it for the area. So circumference is 6.28, which if you remember from last assignment, that's actually a number that we've used. Then 2 times 3.14 times our radius. 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. 6.28. We're going to divide both sides by 6.28. And 6.28 over 6.28 is equal to 1. So our radius is simply 1. So now we're going to go over here into our area formula. We have pi, and our radius is 1, and we're going to square that. So 1 times 1 is 1, then 1 times pi, which we're using 3.14 as pi, so 1 times 3.14 is just 3.14. Okay, find the area of a circle with a diameter of 4. So we can either use it, says you can leave your answer in terms of pi or use 3.14 for pi. Show you what they mean by that. Okay, so if remember the area formula is pi r squared. The diameter is 4, so our radius is half of that, which would be 2. So we have 2 squared times pi. 2 squared is 4 times pi. So we can have two answers here, or two different ways to answer it. We can leave it like this, which you actually put the 4 first. So either 4 pi, or do 4 times 3.14. Which would end up being 12.56, I believe. We can confirm my math. So 4 times 3.14 is 12.56. Okay, what is the area of the following circle? We are given the radius of 1. We actually just did this one we did one very similar to this on the first question. So remember, it's area equals pi r squared right here. So if our radius is just 1, 1 squared is 1, then 1 times pi is 3.14. Find the area of a circle with circumference of 50.24. Okay, let me snip this. This is just like the first one. So remember, we need circumference is equal to 2 pi r. 2 pi r. And area is pi r squared. So using the first formula, 50.24 is equal to 2 times 3.14 times our radius. 6.28 times radius. Divide both sides by 6.28. So we have 50.24. Divide by 6.28. So our radius is exactly 8. So now we're going to put 8 in for our radius. 8 squared is 64, and we'll put the pi on the back side. So 64 pi. I don't know if they're going to let me use pi in this one, so I might actually have to do the 64 times 3.14 is 200.96.